Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. I'm here to share with you my foundation pages for my December daily 2023. I'm going to start by saying that this is being filmed before prep day, the prep party, and so I'm sure there's more I'm going to want to include. I'm also going to say that doing this many foundation pages is completely out of the norm for me. I used to not do any foundation pages at all, because I couldn't understand how you could do that knowing what stories you were going to tell. And I have evolved over the years, and I was just so inspired this year, which was great because I've been lacking in inspiration and struggling in my creative life. So this has brought me back into the creative fold, and that is why I have so many. The other part to this is that I am allowing myself that this is what's in here right now, but nothing is committed. So if come like day 5 and something else comes up and it's not fitting what I have set for day 5, I'm okay taking that foundation page out and putting it away and using it for another year. All right, and the last thing I just wanted to say quickly is that I am filming this and it is not the nicest day out, so my lighting may be horrendous, but we are just going to work with this. I'm also very chatty, so you might want to put me on fast forwards just to see the pages, because this is probably going to be long. Okay, so starting with my foundation page. They're all foundation pages, Chrissy. My opening, my intro page. I went ahead and used a page protector, and then I just sliced out these two little rectangles so it formed the letter H. My last name is starts with the letter H, but my family's last name does not. It's Giesberg, so it's a G. And so really, I created this to fit so I could put holiday joy in it. So the H is for the H in holiday. However, you could do this in so many different ways. You could do it in a C for Christmas. You could do it in your last name. I mean, there's just all sorts of things you could do. But I made it into a shaker. And I did it by fusing it first. So I left a little space to get the sequins in. My sequins are from Spiegel Mom Scraps. You can use my code Christy15. It will give you 15% off in the shop if you're interested in, because I am on the design team. And I sealed it. I then went ahead and used one of the pattern papers, the 10x8 pattern papers from this year's collection, and backed it, doing the same thing, traced it, cut it, and then I followed up with stitching so that it's all one piece, which I love. I also stitched the number 20 and the number 23, so they're the two separate numbers to make the year, and I stitched that onto the page protector before I stitched the pattern paper. So that is my opening. Really love how that turned out. And then on my back for my intro, my plan here is I have these cute little pieces hiding down here. There's going to be a lot of opening and closing of things. Okay. So I'm going to use this transparency in the form of, the side out of page protector size. And I'm just going to line each one up with a photo of one of us. So there's 5 of us in the family. One of the little tags. And then this middle piece is going to have my journaling for my reason why, which is all about joy this year. And then, yeah, it's just going to be kind of however have you. And each one of these, like I said, will have a little pocket flip up as well. And then a photo. So photo, 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 photo. This will flip open with the person's name, age, and maybe just a fun little quick fact about them. And then this one will flip open and have my reason why journaling attached to that there. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to turn out really cute. I just am waiting to get my photos printed, and then I will get that page put together. So that will be my reason why. That will then flip over, and I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. I haven't quite gotten there yet because I haven't decided what my day 1 story is going to be. But I think what will happen is that I will have this bag, and I'll either, if it's on the transparency, that's fine. I'll either be on the back of it. I might use some pattern paper to like tissue paper to cover up so you don't see this shining through in the back and vice versa. But I have this lovely number 1 that I will have like this, a little bit of decoration probably. And then this is where it depends on how it's going to happen. If it gets to the back of it, then that's fine. I have these awesome tags that I'm going to pull out and they're going to flip open. And I'm thinking that this is going to be the story of our ornaments this year. I kind of forgot to tell the story of the ornaments last year, so I need to really highlight it this year. And I think I'll have something fun here. This might even be a great place to have a slice with these tags too. So lots of options for journaling, and then flip outs and overs and all the good things. The only thing is that these tags are slightly too big for this pocket, and I mean just slightly. So I do have to trim each tag just ever so slightly in order to make this plan come together. But that is my idea and how I foresee my day 1 happening. And then there will be a photo of some kind probably attached to it, or it will be like this will actually be the holes will be here, and I'll have this spot for a nice photo. And I cut out the Joy vellum pattern paper, and this is the very top part of that Joy, and I just wanted it to fit at the top with my photo. And then I can again have a spot for a fun photo, maybe some journaling. I don't know. I really am trying to focus in on journaling this year and telling stories, and just that my reason why my plan for this year is to talk about joy in different ways. And so that's kind of my plan. And then for day 2, I made this really fun. I love this thing so much. What I did is I took separate strips of paper that I cut, used some, it's not tissue paper, it's that confetti paper that we use, string paper, and I made it into a fun ruffle. I did paint them different shades of green, and I just love how it turned out. It was so much fun to play. This is the very first thing I did, and I'm gonna have my number 2 somewhere on there with, you know, I'm thinking of a spot for one of these Christmas song phrases from last year. I have this awesome wood veneer from Shadney Etsy shop that says freaking Merry. And so yes, I think I'm going to tell some sort of story about something. It might be about purchasing my December daily goodies this year, but I've got all these options for pullouts, so they're all separate pockets in different levels so that my pockets could be different sizes. So I have a 4x6 card, and I have a lovely tag that I have to cover up there, but I figured I could have a photo or something, and I lined it with some of the gold washi tape from last year's collection, and they're all just different pockets. There's even, this one's also a pocket, and I just love it. I think it's so much fun, very, very playful, and it's gonna make an awesome page that again could be used with a photo, or it can just flow into day 3. It totally doesn't matter. It just is going to depend on what photos I take and how that all ends up happening. So I have to take another bag out here because I have lots of little pieces happening. This is why these videos are so long, because I always have so many pieces happening in each thing. Okay, I've got my 3s. My day 3, I'm kind of dedicating to be my Christmas tree story, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how that's going to happen. And so I need to get a photo. I haven't quite committed to anything yet, but I'm going to do this fun little tag part that you'll untie, and it'll flip up, and there will be this that flips up as well for a spot for journaling, and then a photo. And I just think that would be a really fun way to document the tree this year. And then there will be a 3 somewhere on here somewhere to document the day. And that's just kind of my plan. And I will do process videos. I think I'll definitely try to do as many process videos as possible to share as much as I can of my process. But these are a couple ones I did before I was filming any of my foundation pages. So got that for day 3. It'll be nice and simple. You tell the tree story every year, so sometimes they're less exciting than others. For my day 4, my day 6, and my day 9, they're already dedicated to my children, and I used their ages to dedicate the days I was going to use. So my youngest is 4 this year, and so I have this fun little large 4, and I took one of the 10 by 8 pages. I trimmed it a little bit, and I did some hand stitching and red, and I'm just going to have probably little photos and little embellishments and little stories to represent Barrett at 4. Could have a photo of him here, so that would be a great pairing. Lots and lots of different options, but that is my plan for my day 4. That will then flip over, and I'm thinking Santa photo here. Maybe their stories about writing their letters to Santa all in one thing. All the Santa stuff kind of in one pile is my assumption here. I used 2 of the 3 by 8 cards, so a transparency I cut down, and one of these awesome cards for journaling. And I made little pockets. I had to cut these down from the felt pockets from last year or the year before. I can't remember when they were, but they perfectly fit in these cute little circles from last year. And I'll either cover them with photos, or I'll leave them and put the photos or journaling or whatever on the back. But I love that. And then there's room for another one if I so need, and it will just tell that story, which is awesome. Day 6 then is dedicated to my daughter, and I've got my plan. Oh, I have a different 3. I have lots of options for my day 3, and I'm going to put these cute little pieces here and here with the number 6. And then I thought I think I have 1 through 10. So I thought I could say 10 things about her, or I can even just go to 6. I don't know, but I pulled them all out, and I'll just list them down, and then it'll be a flip with a photo of my daughter in the, I think this is almost a 4 by 8 size there, which I think will look really cute. And I'm excited to get that as well. So lots of interactivity, as you can see. I'm all about flips and all of that. That's always been a really big thing for me and my December dailies. Paired next to that is going to be my day 7, which is a little pocket I created. And I love this. I took a piece of vellum and this large die cut from this year's. I mimicked it with some pattern paper and cut that out, and then just cut again in a different pattern paper, but trimmed it so that the little stem part you can't see. Added one of the cute little large die cuts, which is the Nutcracker one, and added in 3 different tags that we can tell whatever story you want, because it's just a festive page and it doesn't really matter what story you tell. I did stitch and zigzag there to make the pocket, and I think it's super cute and easy and will be a fun day to document. My day 8 is going to go on this side. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go, but I did love the idea of the wreaths on the 8, so I'll put that there. And it might just be that I use another piece of vellum or a piece of pattern paper, the 8, the story, and the photo. It could be as simple as that. I don't know, but I've got the options going on. And then my day 9 is my oldest, so there will be a photo of him, and the 9 will be, I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be on a transparency to flip, and then the 9 of the photo of my son that then flips up, there'll be another thing, and then this currently page is dedicated for him, and I'll have him help me fill that out. So that will be day 9. Day 10 is all about music and videos and movies. So I created this fun little page, and each one of these will come out. I will use little tabs to help it, but each one of these will come out with photos or stories or whatever. And then it flips, and I've got spots for more photos stories or whatever. This awesome little Christmas mix tape that I found on Pinterest that will hold this pull out for journaling and a photo. So that is going to talk about music. And then for movies, I loved this idea by Shu Win, and so I've just full on copied it. So there will probably be a large photo here, maybe of us watching a movie or something. I don't know, something will go here, and then it'll flip over and I'll just have the little screenshots of the movies in there to tell that story, and that will be just a multiple page spread for day 10. Day 11 is just going to be another fun interactive page that's going to flip like so, and then there will be a photo. This actually might stay, maybe it'll be a pocket, like this will flip and there will be a pocket, so it's not butting up against the rings. But yeah, that's a nice and easy one. Just cut some triangles and made it into a shape. Use one of the fun little stars and put an 11 on there. Nice and easy. Those are great stories because they literally can be about anything. Day 12, I took inspiration from one of the hybrid classes. Now I didn't take the hybrid class, but I saw the final product and I loved it. So I just went ahead and did my own thing. I cut the squares twice and then I just made little banners and then made flip ups with washi tape. And so I'll have a photo here and then maybe like one little thing on each one. So we'll see, but the photos have to be on the back so that you get the illusion of it being the full pattern paper, right? So anyways, I have 12 of them, so I put it on day 12, but it doesn't have to be, I can move it. I just put it here for now. I do tend to be one where the number of the day, even though the stories aren't necessarily in line with the month, like I don't go chronologically necessarily. If I see 12, I want to do, it needs to be for day 12. That does kind of happen in my brain, so we'll see. But there you can see all the washi tape, and then I'll just slide something else in there and we'll have, it can be something, or I can put these two page protectors together because I have day 13. I love this one, and it's also interactive. So it starts with these cute little pockets that come out talking about traditions, and then it flips open again and there'll be spots for photos. And I just think it's so fun, and I love how this one turned out, and just to talk in general about traditions in our family. I have nothing for day 14. Day 15 was a labor of love, but I love it so much. So I took on an inspiration from one of the product play lessons. So I love that. Made that little wreath, put it on the 15. It's gonna flip up and there will be little photos and stories about what each one of us in our family loves. And I did hand stitch this awesome die cut. Really fun. Added some little star brads, which I love. But yeah, so each one of these numbers will represent one of us in our family. Like I said, there's 5 of us. So I'll just have little tiny photos of what each one of us loves, and then the journaling to correspond with that. Awesome. Okay. 16, I have posted on my Instagram and got a lot of love for it. So thank you so much. It doesn't look quite as great at the moment because it's not fully together, but it is the inspiration from Allie's intro page, and it has the little shaker and little bits and pieces. And then I made a little pocket, which will pull out and have little photos or journaling or something, but it will all come together once I figure out how it's being attached to day 15. I made this as well, which is a fun shaker. It's not numbered, but I've got the fun shaker on the front, and then it flips over, and I made a pocket with the back of it. So I have 3 kids, so I cut 3 of these, documenting our December, you know, highlight the kids in some way, I thought, and I love it. Just fun and playful, and it was a fabulous inspiration from a lovely member in the December Daily Facebook group. It was fun to create. Okay. So that's probably going to be day 17. It could be day 14. It could be whatever. Day 18, I've established to be using this awesome from the chipboard tags. I'm going to actually use the packaging part of it and include photos and stories, and I just love it. So it'll probably end up being attached to something, but I just think it's super cute, and a little bit of, you know, because it's chipboard, there's a bit of texture and height to it. My day 19, I plan to, when the time comes, I will cut this page protector and stitch it right here. And we're going to talk about maybe wrapping paper. I'm not exactly sure. Their wish lists maybe. I just don't know. But I loved this. I put in the number 19. So there'll be a couple of photos and stories that will flip over. I will trim this because I need this wish list to be facing the right way. And yeah, it might be maybe my wish list. I don't know. But I dedicated that for day 19. My day 20 is another pocket. So I have these fun little wood veneer numbers, and I figured it'll flip open. Now I really love these stars, so I might actually just cut a slice and have it pull out so that this pocket is almost not needed. But I will see. Again, we'll see when the day happens. Okay, and then, sorry, I've got that. I have this one doesn't have a number to it, but again, a pocket. And I think I'm going to take on the awesome idea of making a snow globe, which was in the prep day. And so I have this already made snow globe that I'm thinking I'm going to play with. So I have that tucked in there, and this might be go together. And Autumn has this awesome foundation page where she has these tags that just go along, and I think she stitched them and made little pockets. So I have to relook at how she did that, but I think I'm going to do the same thing. And then we'll just be talking about gifts, and again, this could be the wrapping paper one, I don't know, but just gifts in general, maybe the kids' gifts, so who knows. And then I've given myself the one to document about myself, so this will probably be my Starbucks spread. And again, I'll have the other tags facing that way some way, a photo of myself probably with the Starbucks, and I want to try and get the bag, so the bag will go here. And yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of my assumption because of the red. I think it'll all go really well together. I was also thinking having a large photo of myself and then doing some stitching in those colors, and that would be really cute. And then I just have the Gather Transparency and the Candy Cane Transparency, thinking that I will do something like, again, a pull out, so it pulls out and you'll have all of this with photos and journaling and whatever to document Christmas Day, and then attach that into the middle of this. So that's kind of my plan, but it's a rough plan, and we'll see what happens. But there you go. So, I mean, I only have a few days that don't have anything. And again, I give myself permission to move things around, not use them, put them in for another year. It's totally fine. I am also doing a holiday memory album in a 10x8 format, which you will see the foundation pages for that tomorrow. And I am more than welcome to move anything from in here and put it in there because it can fit 6x8 projects. So I don't know. I've just had so much fun, and I love that I am getting creative. So thank you for spending some time with me today, and I will see you guys all again soon. Bye, everyone.